Hello, everybody.
Hey, it's Monday, December 3rd. Thank you so much for being with us today for Live with Lee and Haley. I'm Haley. This is my assistant, Lee. Yes,
Thank you.
you're
Anything
welcome.
else you need?
I'd love my coffee. I'd love a real meal and a real man. Too bad you can't supply any of those things.
Early in the week. Already.
What's going on? How was your weekend?
Body shots.
Yes.
I think it was okay.
Body shots. I'm down for that. Let's keep the weekend going.
You are really in a good mood today, aren't you?
I am. I think I'm hallucinating.
Are you?
I did.
Oh, I know why.
Yeah.
Because you did sunrise.
I did sunrise this morning, and I don't feel tired exactly. I just feel weird.
So this is the way we used to do the show, remember?
A little bit, yeah, high or something. I don't know. I feel giddy, yet exhausted. But it's that exhausted where then I just want to.
It's like a runner's high.
Keep going.
Sleep deprivation. This is what it does.
This is what it does.
See, this is how we launched the show.
Yeah, I know.
Because we were both doing sunrise.
Yeah.
So maybe the show has fallen off.
Maybe it has. Maybe now that we're rested, it's just like.
Yeah. Maybe we should go back to sleep deprivation.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it was fun. I got to, Chris was off today, and so that's why I filled in. So it was me, Claire, and old Tom. It was nice to do it, but yeah, I walked in. My first thing I said to them on air, I was like, "Was it always this early? Did we always do it at this time?"
It's stupid. I look back at it now. I don't know how I did it.
Yeah, this morning it was surprisingly easy to get up, but it's like my brain and body did not wake up.
Right.
I got up and was moving and doing but I think it was an hour into the show before I was good and awake.
It's the totality, though, of doing it every day. That's the thing. You got to get up at this crazy hour, and of course, I have a wonderful nightlife, as we know.
Yes.
Which I wouldn't sacrifice.
I know.
So I would just go straight to work many days.
He's not lying. He's not lying. I need a steady 42 hours of sleep to function as a person in this life.
When I say wonderful nightlife, I don't want to leave the impression that it's exciting. It just means I had jobs. So I was either doing stand-up comedy or I was watching television.
Watching
or
television.
waitressing. That's right, at the Waffle House, as you know.
Scattered, smothered, covered. Yes, honey.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so I get to leave early today, though.
Well, good for you.
So that's nice since I did the morning show.
Well,
so
technically, I could too.
That's true. We don't have
a 4.
We don't have a 4 today.
Yeah.
Well, you just busted yourself, though. Our bosses are going to keep tabs on you. They're going to
don't.
make you file things, clean the break room.
They celebrate when I leave the building.
That's true as well.
He's
that
gone.
That's true. Goodbye.
Thank God.
But anyway, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Rest
you?
up? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, again, I'm trying to recall what I did.
I know.
I don't remember. I know I watched Kentucky play basketball. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
They actually made some growth, some progression. I liked it because we played a really tough team. Even though they're mid-major, they're going to surprise people in the NCAA tournament. That made it last year. Yeah, they did last year. They almost beat Gonzaga, who's the #1 team in the country.
Thank you, Jesse.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was all I did.
Did you watch any football? Any of the championship games?
Yeah, a little bit.
Alabama, Georgia? Did you watch that?
Yeah, that was exciting.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I was with friends, and it was when Georgia was up by 2 scores, and we were like, I said, let's all make bets right now what we think is going to happen. And they were like, oh, Georgia's going to win it. And I said, I have a sneaking suspicion Alabama's going to come back. Because they always do. But
championship caliber.
It was nice to, not that I would ever cheer for Alabama, but
Jalen Hurts.
I was happy for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
That was
He's a good kid.
That was like a movie.
I watched his post-game interview, and it was like watching some 1955 diplomat.
Yeah.
That made no sense.
1955.
He's probably 19.
I love you. I'm trying to follow you.
I mean, what? He's a 50-year-old. He had the
golden age
wisdom
of diplomats, the 50s.
He had the wisdom of a 50-year-old diplomat. That's what I meant to say.
I was going to say, your childhood, Lee, the rest of us weren't there to see those diplomats.
I've had too much.
1955.
You know what I meant.
Anyway. He's surprisingly soft-spoken a little bit.
What do you want him to be?
When they interviewed
What do you want him to talk like you? Like a sailor from 1955?
Oh, that, again, golden age for sailors like me.
So on today's show, we're going to take you over. We continue to shop local. Kentucky Branded is on our list
today. My gosh, that store. I could spend all day in there. They've got 3 locations in Lexington. Maybe to avoid shame, just go to all 3 of them in the same day. So they're not like, can that lady get out of here?
Yeah.
She's been in here all day. Yeah. So we're going to show you great gift ideas from Kentucky Branded. And then Top Chef is in the house.
Yeah.
Sarah Bradley. She is from Kentucky.
Right.
And she is competing on this week's episode of Top Chef. And she's
Okay.
going to join us live.
All right.
And we're so excited to have her with us.
So that's on the
She
way.
can't tell us who won, though, but Lee and I, we
Maybe
don't like
she doesn't
secrets,
know.
and we
Maybe
wanna
they
know.
do it live.
Maybe.
Nah, we do it live though.
We do.
Yeah.
We do it.
We're not. We ain't scared.
Do you know how long of a delay we're on? Does anyone in here
We're
know?
not on a delay.
Are we on it even
No.
like 2 or 3?
Oh.
2 or 3 seconds?
No. You want to test it?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Bleep this.
Let's do the hot topics. Roll it.
Now, someone just asked me that the other day. I didn't know.
Topics.
Well, look at this. A woman in New Zealand says she was a victim of racial discrimination. Says coworkers labeled her a Kiwi instead of calling her by her name, which is a flightless bird native to New Zealand. Claims she suffered unfair treatment for discrimination at work. The issue prompted her to resign from her job as a supervisor at a bakery in 2016. The judge ruled against her, said calling a New Zealander a Kiwi is not an insult. The judge added the word was often viewed as a term of endearment.
I wasn't listening to you. I was just staring at this image.
Yeah.
I thought this was the woman at first.
I thought that's a toupee.
That's a toupee. Well, goodness.
I thought it was a term of endearment as well.
I thought it was a
It's like-
derogatory term.
No, I never heard that. I
Really?
always, yeah, it's like you're a volunteer. And that's, I mean, it sounds derogatory to me,
Well.
but it isn't. You don't think of it as derogatory, do you?
Volunteer?
Yeah.
No. You're just identifying. But I hate that it, led to this issue.
Kiwis. He's a Kiwi.
He's a Kiwi.
He's from New Zealand.
He's a Kiwi.
Or she is. Yeah.
Here's a story that's going to get Lee enraged. An Ohio radio station is no longer going to be
come
playing the
on.
song Baby It's Cold Outside.
Yeah.
In the Me Too era that we are living in, some listeners complain that the lyrics pushed the line. A midday host for WDOK in Cleveland says listeners drove the decision, suggesting lyrics like, say what's in this drink, no cabs to be had out there, are inappropriate and even considered predatory. I actually agree with you on this. I think this is ridiculous.
I haven't said anything yet.
I know, you look at you, you're indignant. Let me say it for you. This is Lee. You can't do anything anymore. Let me tell you what.
Yeah.
Is that a good start?
Well, yeah.
That's why I asked for the delay. Here's what Lee would really say. What the? Just kidding.
Well, no,
I'm not gonna do it.
to me that song's romantic.
I think so too. I think as well, it's clearly a couple that's.
He's just trying to get her to stay.
Yeah.
And the whole thing, what's in this drink, is not in today's vernacular a Bill Cosby issue.
Yeah.
It's like she's
Joking.
making. Matter of fact, I saw a feminist write an article about this song.
Yeah.
And she defended it.
Yeah.
Because she said what's really going on was she didn't want to be shamed by her friends and family. She really wants to stay.
Oh, yeah.
So she's trying to come up with excuses, which are sort of a false flag.
Yeah.
Because she really wants to stay.
She does want to stay.
And she's like, what's in this drink? Like, I'm going to pretend I'm a little tipsy. So that's why I'm actually going to stay.
Yeah. I think if you really, think about it, I just think this is.
He didn't lock the door.
It'd be different if she's like, "What are these padlocks?"
Right.
Like, you're like,
That's not what the song's about.
Okay, why
but
am I
okay,
in
you
the
go
dungeon?
ahead and overreact. Go ahead.
I love that song. I love it.
What
So
was
many
the,
good
what was the
versions.
SNL thing they did? It was Jimmy Fallon.
It was
and,
Jimmy Fallon and
Cecily Strong.
And it's the opposite. She wants to stay, and he's trying to get her to
that's
leave.
right.
He's like, "No, really, go." It's like snowing,
Just
like a he
much
wants her.
more frightening.
He's sick of her.
Yeah.
So
A British man loves tea so much he's legally changed his name to Yorkshire Tea.
Yorkshire, honey, Yorkshire.
Whatever. At least it wasn't pudding.
Oh.
Nathan Derek Garner of Sheffield, England, drinks at least 15 cups of Yorkshire tea a day.
15?
Yeah. He's jacked.
More than smoke breaks.
According to Daily Express, Garner's friend told him he drank so much tea he should change his name to Yorkshire. Garner did. His new legal name is Nathan Yorkshire T. Garner.
Wow, you really did that justice.
You know what? I don't have to. I'm an American. If I want to say Yorkshire, I'll say it.
What's the name of the steak sauce that everyone loves?
Worcestershire?
Yeah, see? Wow, same. Sounds
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Dia de los Muertos?
Dia de los Muertos.
So close.
I got it.
Oh,
You know it did.
He kinda did.
Gone you.
All right. Do we have time for one more?
Sure.
All right. Some Christmas decorations at a Texas man home caused some panic. A family in Austin put up a display for a contest. They bought this dummy online and then positioned a ladder under it to make it look like it's tipping over and he's about to fall. if you've seen Christmas Vacation, one of the best Christmas movies of all time, you know this is a recreation of a classic scene where Clark Griswold, played by Chevy Chase, is hanging lights and the ladder falls. He ends up hanging there. Some neighbors, though, in this neighborhood thought this was real and rushed to help this guy, thinking it's their neighbor. Well, about a dozen other neighbors called police. The homeowners have since added a sign to the bottom of the display saying, this is only a decoration.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, at least you got good neighbors that want to help.
That's true. They're not over there just drinking their Yorkshire tea like, poor Bill's going to fall down.
Remember the Halloween thing where the lady had half of a torso sticking out of the garage door and like blood was everywhere and an axe?
Vaguely.
And people, but I always thought.
We've seen things like this before.
Yeah.
People think it's real.
Because they were calling the cops and all that. But then it made you think, well, what's going on at the house that they think somebody was actually slaughtered?
That's true.
Yeah. But
We never
seems
thought
like
it
a good
happened in
neighborhood
our
these people are
neighborhood.
living in. Yeah. All right. Those are today's hot topics. Okay, so it is finally time to announce the big winner of our one-night free stay for two. That includes breakfast over at the Holiday Inn in Hamburg.
We had a ton of entries for this. I wish we had 1 million we could give away, but looky here, our big winner is Peyton Heisel. Peyton, congratulations. The Holiday Inn in Hamburg has several specials for Christmas, just another reason to shop local. Thank you to everybody who entered. We know that you guys all wanted to win this, but we had to pick a winner, so Peyton, congratulations.
Yeah.
But hey, if you didn't win this, that's okay. We have another giveaway today.
What?
We're giving away tickets to see A Magical Cirque Christmas in Richmond.
It's this Saturday at the EKU Center for the Arts, and we got 2 tickets to give away, and we're talking VIP treatment.
What?
The winner will get to sit on stage with the performers. You're going to be tossed in the air.
Oh.
Send us a message on Facebook or an email to lwlh@lex18.com for a chance to win. We'll announce the winner at the end of the show. Remember, when you're airborne, tuck your head.